Good morning! It is road trip time again today, and we are kicking off today's road trip in Australia with a sunrise climb up Mt.Warning. So we have stayed overnight in the Mt.Warning Rainforest Park, and we have just driven about 3 or 4 minutes down the road to the car park where the adventure begins. There's a few people knocking around. It's 3:30 in the morning, it's a little bit painful. Sammy is buzzing.
Forgotten my socks.
He's forgotten his socks for the hike. Tip number 1, remember your socks. Okay, let's do this. Introducing the team for today. We got Pam, we got Sam, we got Jakey, and we got Mollie.
Got to deal with.
We are half an hour into the climb. We had to stop in for a little bit of water. How's it been so far?
Bit of a mish.
Bit of a mish. Bit of a mish for 4 AM in the morning. We are joined by one other little crew. Yeah, I think I don't know if we're halfway. I wouldn't say we're halfway yet.
1/3.
I think that's a bit optimistic.
1/8.
Maybe 1/3 of the way. It is 4:15 AM, obviously, because it's dark. And filming and walking over tree roots is not the one. We've been walking for 45 minutes and we just stopped for a water break and turned off the torches. We noticed some glowing matter. Some of the team think they were mushrooms, some of them think they were worms. We don't know, but as much as lights are essential at this time in the morning, if you can't, make sure you turn them off every now and then and see if you can spot see if you can spot any. We are reaching the top of the canopy. We can now see, you can't, but we can, the horizon. The light is ascending, and I reckon we're nearly there. We've hit some rocks. There's a little bit of light scrambling going on now. If you are doing this walk, then I would highly recommend either a torch or a head torch, some kind of light, because it is pitch black at this time in the morning. Check-in team, how are we doing?
All good. Nearly there, 20 minutes to go.
Alive and alive. We've done 4 kilometers and we've got 0.4 kilometers to the summit. Entering the last part of the hike where it gets a little steep and rugged. Torches are going in the mouth, both hands for climbing. Let's do it. An hour and 35 minutes later, we have made it to the top of Mt.Warning.
Magical moment from Mt.Warning.
Wow. Find all sorts of things at the top of Mt.Warning, including stick insects. So it is 6:30 and we are descending Mt.Warning. The sunrise was unreal. We picked a perfect day for it. I would definitely say check the weather forecast if you're going to do this hike, because it definitely wouldn't have been as epic if it was overcast and cloudy. So yeah, we lucked out. We are now descending. I should probably concentrate on descending safely rather than filming, but you know, this is how we roll. We are heading back down to the bottom, and because it's only 6:30, checkout time's 10, so we're going to go and have a shower and then continue to the next stop on our road trip. We've got Captain Cook on the adventure today. What can you see, Captain?
Oh, there's all sorts out there, lads. We've got a new species of parrot over there. Oh, aye.
Did you know on Mt.Warning you can do some serious tree hugging?
Oh, mate, you can do some...
As demonstrated by Sammy here. Yeah! We done it! Okay, we actually, that took us an hour and 10 minutes, which is nearly as long as it took us to get up. Normally people half the time on the way down, but we cruised the whole way down. We've just driven 2 minutes back down the road to Mt.Warning Rainforest Park, where we stayed last night. This is our car. This is our lodge. It's pretty basic. What are you doing, babe?
Just checking for ticks actually. Just have a tick on the armpit, so when you go up Mt.Warning, just beware of that one.
Quite a few creatures in the jungle on the way up, so Pam was prepared with her bug spray.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm just sticky, but...
A little bit sticky from the aftermath of the bug spray.
Other that then?
Jake did not take
Getting
the necessary protection.
Last bit of the old toothpaste out, as you do. It goes back in every time.
Absolute gypsy. So this is where we stayed last night. It's highly recommended to book somewhere the night before the walk because we set off at 3:15, and if you drive from Byron Bay on the day of your walk or on the morning of your walk, it's an hour's drive, so you'd have to get up an extra hour earlier, which is not appreciated at that time. It sleeps 5 in 2 rooms, so there is a double room here with a cheeky fan, and then there is a double bed on the bottom, excuse the boys' mess, and a single on top. It was perfect for what we needed, just somewhere to crash, and then because you do the walk so early, you've got time to come back and shower before you continue. This holiday park is on a road. I think there's probably like 5 or 6 places that you can stay, and it's a 2-minute drive to the start of the hikes. I will leave the link of the lodge we stayed in the description box below, so if you want to check out our accommodation, the link will be there. We are driving about half an hour from where we stayed, and we are heading to the legendary Nimbin. It's got to be done. So the boys are really excited in the back there. They're absolutely buzzing for this experience, as are we.
This is some Byron Bay ginger nectar juice, made with only the finest organic ingredients.
And I've got an acai smoothie. We've just had a little wander through Nimbin High Street. Thoughts, guys? It was actually quite, I think everyone was still asleep. It is only 10 AM. I'm guessing people are still asleep.
It's very colourful.
It's very colourful, super chilled out, creative. Yes, these are cracking words to describe Nimbin. We're gonna head, we don't actually know where we're heading now. We're just gonna get back in the car, head down towards Lennox and see what we find on the way. I don't actually know where we are, but Jake has taken charge of the road trip and taken us to these falls. I have no idea what they're called, and you're actually not meant to access them, I don't think. There's a big no entry sign, so I'm not going to say that the link will be below because I shouldn't promote something that you shouldn't go to. But we're going to go for a lovely swim because it is 35 degrees in Australia today and we're all melting. Jake, you smashed the itinerary.
Woohoo! Yeah. High five, man.
Oops. After our cheeky, naughty little swim in the waterfall, we have come to the Pat Norton lookout on our drive to Lennox Head. Look at this. We have found something worth sharing.
We've got 2 balls here for you.
Okay, so we found some really
One's
good balls.
bigger than the other.
Just down from the lookout. A 2-minute drive into, this is Lennox Town Centre, right? Jordan's Farm Fruit Shop, the balls in the counter, Hummersfield and Greensfield. Next stop on the almighty road trip. Where are we, Jacob?
We're at Lake Ainsworth.
And what's so special about Lake Ainsworth?
Surrounded by beautiful trees that leak tea tree oil into the fresh water that cleanses your skin.
For real.
Moisturising, natural moisturiser after you've been in the ocean or got sunburnt. In we go.
Here we go. Look how brown, look at that colour of that water. I'm gonna look like a princess when I come out of here. You look like a princess already, you don't need to be in here, babe. Another fun fact from Jakey boy.
The first tea tree plantation comes from just down the road in Ballina. That's why we are surrounded by tea tree trees that lead into Lake Ainsworth. Muskies here.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Put your foot
Nah, I
in your
didn't.
pocket.
We've arrived back to the Byron Beach Resort. We've dropped off Pam. We are all pretty tired after the 3 AM start, so energy is lacking right now. I think we're all gonna have a chilled afternoon. So the boys are taking a nap, and I have come to drop the car off at Hertz with this absolute legend.
I'm not that much of a legend.
Yeah, he ain't that much of a legend. Just being nice whilst I'm on camera. You are nuts, you are. What's your name? I'll show you your name. Jamie, this is Jamie.
Hello.
If you come to Byron Bay and you want to rent a car, Hertz, ask for Jamie. Thank you very much. Happy Christmas! Awesome. Have a good evening and good luck with your gig tomorrow. I had put at the end of the itinerary upon return to Byron to head up to the lighthouse for the sunset, but we actually don't have the energy for that. So I'm going to show you the footage that I got at sunrise at the lighthouse the other morning, and make sure that if you do come to Byron, you check out the sunrise or the sunset there, because it is beautiful. I'm just walking along the main beach now from my hostel, the Byron Beach Resort, to the centre of Byron Bay. It's only a 15-minute walk, and as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. If you are looking for a hostel that's a little bit more chilled out and just out of the craziness a bit, the Byron Beach is perfect. And I didn't know it existed until this time round, so I would definitely stay here again if I came back. The reason I am walking into the centre of Byron is because every night at sunset, or I don't know how long it's been going on for, because it wasn't last time I was here, but apparently it's a thing now. There's like a bongo circle and just random musicians, and everyone jams, and there's people dancing, the sun's setting, you take a few beers or ciders, and it's just magic. It's a perfect way to end the day in Byron, and I'm leaving tomorrow, so I want to watch it one last time. I hope you've enjoyed our Australian road trip. No doubt there'll be another one soon, and I'll see you soon for another adventure.